muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz completes it to Aguilar. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 62 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he finds Corey Davis. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. It's caught by Davis. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 30 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath, a short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Extra point up and good by Suckup, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And he's got room. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. These two teams all tied after one. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 40 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 5. That one good for 37 yards. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
Ready, 50, plant.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Succop. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
This is Jackson on the quick throw from Wentz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
First down, Philadelphia.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
54. Sunday.
Go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 miles.
Now Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Wentz now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
54 is mine. Check.
Now Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From midfield, here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Deep ball for Jeffrey. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On first down, they run with Howard. He will push his way down to about the 14. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
82, 82.
Brings up second and 7.
Hey, shoot.
On second and 7, Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The drive starts with a completion left side. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing his Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try hard to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Tennessee Titans. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Go. 180.
54. I got you, punk. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch this.
Two jet.
Mike 54. Mike 50. Over here.
Wentz now on first down. Bertez at left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
And some room to maneuver. With Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 48 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
On the ready.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Titans' first down.
Set up. 30 base.
Mike, number 53. Mike
61. Match 5-2.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll toss it to Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
60 Pittsburgh.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Check, 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 check. Motion.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Works over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike 5-4.
Kill.
Mike 5-4. There's a party now.
Hey, Echo.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. 6-0 our score after 1.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
You got motion, man.
Hey, forward, Tokyo.
Hey, watch out. Check, Mike.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
54's Mike. Check.
Sunday. Let's go.
Mike 54.
Here's Wentz to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
To throw is Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together Charlton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming back.
Tannehill on first down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreat.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit the hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them, I'm a Hall of Fame legend. They should should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Quit talking about it.
Man, 5-7.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Man, I got you.
Play action. Now Wentz. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Tight dog. Black, come on. 80 weapons.
Right there. 54, right there.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Hey, 1 center. 154. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Mike.
14, 82, 14.
What we got?
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
46 down, man. 5-4.
Wentz going to throw. It's caught by Jackson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Elliott puts this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Five.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Eagles 3, Jets 0.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike, 53.
Darnold sidesteps him at the 35. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, 73 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here, he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Quarterback up.
Throwing now is Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Coming out to you. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
From the 41, Wentz. And he rifles one incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Wentz. Flush to his right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches. He's got a man, complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets, 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 30 on 2nd down, Darnold. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground, and 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field. and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Wentz now on first down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. That's complete. It's Bell. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2. Darnold from the gun. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. But now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it with Bell. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Hey, check, Mike, 50 seconds.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Recon, 132 fighter. Kill.
On first down, Wentz. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
54, Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain, 42 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Darnold. Open man is Anderson. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
And the Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Bell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Now it's Darnold going. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder. 35 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point safely through. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 40, 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 88 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold caught here by Bell. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half.
Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you.
They'll run it with Bell. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
They can't hang with us. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now Wentz again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. One final try now for Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Mike, hurry up, back. Go. 180. Hey, here, shoot. This guy's 7.
Wentz now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run to Marshawn Lynch. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 26. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 22, Wilson eluding the pressure right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. Philadelphia. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. The 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the...
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Sunday! Two-jet bomber.
After the sack on first down, Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney, his second sack of the night. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. And here's where I'm perfectly happy to defer to my analyst and let him analyze this one.
I don't get it.
That's the analysis?
That's the analysis. I don't get it. I mean, you're on the other side of midfield. Maybe. But a fake punt way down here? You want analysis? Ridiculous.
That's it, baby. We got work.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A carry now for Lynch. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards in a Seattle first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Wilson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Wilson, dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that was complete to Marshawn Lynch. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson, rolling to his right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run with Lynch. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Lynch, the lone man in the backfield now on 2nd and goal. And that'll be caught by the tight end. It's Ed Dixon with a Seahawk touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Mike 54. What's the run? They're running it.
5-9. Right there.
Wentz now on first down. Pressure gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Howard. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. There was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And here's where I'm perfectly happy